I 100%
100%
think you need to know why you want to pursue school psychology. Hi everyone, welcome to another video. My name is Tiffany. I am a school psychology intern this year and I'm here to share with you some grad school interview advice. So this is for prospective school psychology graduate students who have an upcoming interview. I have gotten a lot of questions about this and honestly, I should have made this video a lot sooner, but I think I've been dragging my feet because I'm not sure if I have the best advice. This is from personal experience plus just grabbing advice from a lot of different people on social media. I gathered everything and made 4 simple pointers for interviews. So I hope it's helpful. We will get started. The first thing I would do is to research the program and faculty. You don't have to go into too much depth, but I would definitely know what the program's focus is. Whatever's on the website, they put the information that they want you to know on there. And then to know your faculty's background or their research interests, so you have something to talk about when they're interviewing you, or you can build some connections with them. It also shows that you're proactive and that you do your homework. And I think it just makes you look like a good candidate overall. The second thing I recommend that you do is to practice interview questions. And this should be kind of like a given. They will probably ask you a lot of questions about yourself. They'll probably start off with, tell me about yourself. And honestly, they already have your application and your resume. So they know what you've done in the past, but I think they are also trying to see how you answer questions and to get more details and information about the experiences that you have had and how you've learned from those experiences. I 100% think you need to know why you want to pursue school psychology. Why do you want to become a school psychologist? They will most likely ask you this. I think even for my interview, they asked me, and then all the other posts that I've been reading of people that have been interviewed recently, so I'm talking last year and this year, all programs ask them, why school psychology? So definitely have an answer. It doesn't have to be some crazy story of a school psychologist saving your life when you were 5 years old. It doesn't have to be like that. But you should know why you want to pursue it. It shouldn't just be a random answer or a random reason. I think they want you to know what the field entails and they want you to, have at least some kind of passion or interest for it. Along with why you want to pursue it, they probably want you to know what school psychologists do. So make sure you do your homework on that. And some programs also ask why that program specifically. Why do you want to come to this university for this program? So that's why doing your research about that specific program is important. Yeah, I would definitely practice questions. They might also ask about your strengths and weaknesses, or they'll ask you about your experiences working with children or different populations, different disabilities. Just look on Reddit, look on Facebook groups, look online for practice interview questions or interview questions that people have been asked recently for school psychology programs and practice them. Write out your answers, have a general idea of how you're going to answer them. Okay, the third pointer I have for you is to come with questions. They will always end an interview with, so do you have any questions? Or what questions do you have for me? And you never want to sit there and say, I don't have any questions. I don't want to say that's an automatic out, but it just doesn't make you look good. And you know that they're going to ask you if you have questions. So I think it's best to come prepared. Some questions you might be able to ask is what they look for in a grad student, their teaching styles or advising styles, maybe their expectations for finding practicum or internship sites. I know some programs expect all of their students to find practicum sites. For my program, they placed us every semester. We had practicum, which was, I took it for granted. I thought that's how it was supposed to be, but then I talked to some of my friends in different programs across different states, and it was their responsibility to find a practicum site. This is we're talking about your first, second, third semester of grad school when you have no ties to these school districts. You're just starting off your career, right? I mean, you're starting off your training. It's a lot of responsibility that they put on grad students. So definitely ask about that, just so like you know what to expect, and maybe if you have a couple other options of programs, then you can pick and choose depending on that. Also for internship placement, I think a lot of schools don't provide internship placements, but I do know universities that have ties with big school districts that offer internships. So that might be something you're interested in as well. So definitely come with questions. The fourth and last pointer I have for you is to be yourself. And I know this sounds so cliche, but don't be someone that you're not. They will see right through you. Obviously, you're qualified because they offered you an interview. They have your application, they have your resume, they have your purpose statement, and they just want to get to know you better. This is for your sake as well. You don't want to pretend to be someone you're not and then become a part of a program that is not a good fit for you. So during this interview process, they probably want to see your soft skills and determine whether or not your personality and motivations are a good fit with the culture and the goals of the program. I think, if you're going to spend that much time with the people in this program, and I'm assuming most of these programs are fairly small, I think it's really important to find a good fit for you. Did you vibe with the faculty that you interviewed with? You're also interviewing them. I think that's really important. So be yourself. Be passionate. Like if this is the field you want to go into, they will recognize that. So I hope these were helpful. I feel like it's been a while since I interviewed for grad school. I did make a video like a year and a half ago about my application, and so I will leave that up here and you can check that out. It was a long time ago and I talk about the different portions of my application, and I may have included the interview process. I'm not really sure. So if you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, and if you just went through the interview process, please leave a comment below. Let me know how it went. Maybe we can start a discussion about what kind of questions they asked and whether or not COVID impacted your interviews. Like, did you ask questions about COVID? Was it all through Zoom? I mean, I just can't imagine how different everything is now. Obviously my job interview process is going to be different too, because I'm probably going to interview with school districts virtually. Past few months and the past year have been crazy. And I feel like things are not going to suddenly normalize. And I think some changes are going to stay. And so we have to be adaptable and flexible, and that's part of our job as well. I hope you found this helpful. Don't forget to subscribe for more similar content, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!